Your name.
Joanne Beck Dulaney. I was born in 1941 in Opelika, Alabama.
Can you tell me about the civil rights? Anything?
Well, at that time, when it was so bad, I was living in Alabama, and Alabama was, as you probably people remember, the governor. He was totally against civil rights, and there was a lot of unrest that went on in Alabama. And at that time, I lived in Anniston, and there were three brothers that lived there, and they were known as the Adams Boys. And they were the ones that set the bus on fire between Anniston and Birmingham on the interstate. And I remember when they marched in Selma across the bridge and all the stuff that was going on in Birmingham. And it was a bad time for our nation. It really was.
Is that it? Um, did the Vietnam War affect your life in any way?
Well, right at the beginning of the Vietnamese War, we had just opened our first business in Rome, Georgia, and we were very concerned. It seemed like they were drafting all these people, although we had a child. Sometimes you were exempt if you had children, but we were very concerned that he was going to be drafted and have to go to the war, and then we didn't know what would happen.
Hey.
Because husband James Dillon.
Alright, just making sure.
We had one son at that time, which is your Uncle Brian.
I know. And can you talk about President Carter and President Reagan?
President Carter, I think, got a bad rap. He wasn't the best president there was, but I think he did a fairly good job. He did as well as some of the others, and since then he has done a lot for the country and for people in foreign countries, and he's still, working hard for people, and he's not the worst president. In my estimation, I think the president we have now may come down as the worst president we've ever had.
And anything on President Reagan?
President Reagan was well known for being a good president, and he did accomplish a lot of good things. And I think he was a very stable, well-rounded, and had lots of good ideas and helped the country a lot. I liked him. He was a good president.
Alright, thanks, Nana. I love you.